The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Detroit Lions. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Right to the air. Here is Goff. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Lions at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense, because the offense did its part. They played well, but defensively, way too many lapses and big plays allowed. That ultimately doomed them in their last ball game.
Here's Goff now on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You look at this Carolina defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
In motion left, that's Gage. Goff now looking to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Goff. Oh, that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Badgley's kick is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up on the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
third down. Escaping. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
It's Young off play action. Rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You talk about these Lions defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I think we all need some time to adjust to Thielen moving the sticks in a new uniform. Figured the Minnesota native, Minnesota State grad would be a Viking for life. He's in Carolina now and gets to be the veteran star helping along a very young but promising offense.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Up the middle they go. Brooks. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Young. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Here is Young. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Thomas. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw, Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. You got to make sure you hit it just right.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To throw, Young. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And it's more it's probably saying, I wish I would have done that a little last year instead of throwing the interception.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
To the air once more, Young. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And a fake extra point wins to extend their lead by 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 11-0 our score after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Young lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Young.
Targets the sideline. He'll complete this pass to Johnson.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Off the play fake, Young rolling to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So here we go on a third and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They go play action. Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. The Young's going to throw for this.
And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
3rd and 2.
Gone. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10, and he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, habits, we can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 3rd down, Young from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Brooks. Oh, some strong running. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get... He's got him in! Complete! Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass off the afternoon. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
That is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be
be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On first down, it's Brooks. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Young working out of the gun. Here's Johnson with a reception. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Now here's Young. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we're at a 3rd down and 3.
The wide receiver screen is getting up blockers in front of him. Let him pick his spot to run the football. The defense there swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Young now.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up. and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Breaks through the contact, and he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try to hit a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Young. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Young to throw on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Goff going to move his guys around a bit.
Hold on. Check.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. Down the sideline he goes, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So now out is the Panther offense as they'll come in and go for the 2-point try. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Can't we score?
Why does this have to happen? Oh, you played terrible.
Okay, this is it. I'm not having fun anymore.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He's airing it out for Williams. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 16-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the two-point attempt is turned aside. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, it's Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he fires one incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Goff.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This out quickly to Williams.
And in for the Lions touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared
3 touchdowns. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
A Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
Now you won. Listen. Look.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he gets it up past the 35.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking long for Thomas, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
They'll run on first down. Brooks. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And quickly they get to the line. On second down, it's Brooks. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 13-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This drive is turning into an extended run, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. Touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones, 68 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I guess when you're out here, I just go ahead and take that to the point and move on, but apparently they got something to prove. It almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On the set.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Ready.
Now a give right side. It's Brooks. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And they're going to speed things up here.
52 blaster.
Right back to him on first down. And now the rookie's free. Inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now Young going to move them around. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the 50, it's Goff. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And now an audible here into something else.
Hey, 5. 5.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's got room at the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Hey, kill. Whirling.
Goff now looks to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
To the air again. Goff. And he comes back with one complete. as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Goff. And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Goff looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Young to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Panthers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll try the left side. Brooks. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's Goff now on second down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Fighting his way through contact. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 9. The play fake. Now Young. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
The fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Young here, you can see, changing the play.
38.
On 3rd down, it's Brooks. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Here we go. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Now you won.
Goff going to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like...
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Detroit, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they...
tonight.
Lights on out.
We go tonight.
Set. What's that? Set. What's that? Hello? What's that? Here we go, tonight! 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 Turbo, set! Turbo, set! Tonight! Turbo, set! Tonight! What's that? Here we go! What's that? Tonight! What's that? Set! Turbo, set! Here we go, tonight! Here we go, tonight! Tonight! What's that? Hello? What's that? Here we go, tonight! Tonight! What's that? What's that? That. Hey, that. That. What's that? What's that? Here we go. Lights on out. Lights on out. Tonight. Set. Set. What's that? Here we go, tonight! What's that? Here
it.